It is Monday and we got the Kaien Shiba trailer. He got everybody crying because their boy Arenero is not in the game. Many people wanted the full Espada cast, but instead of Arenero, we got Kaien Shiba. Now, we got the initial trailer on Thursday, which was a special trailer, pretty much saying Kaien is here, so some people felt disappointed that Monday's trailer was Kaien and not Arenero. People were so convinced that he was a skin, but they were wrong. Wrong, boo-hoo. Now we're going to be getting into the actual trailer. So make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. I am Makai saying what yo, and let's hop into this video. As with all the characters started the trailer, we see Kaien's weapon Nejibana. He was a part of Squad 13. He was the lieutenant, and one piece of lore, he was doing majority of the jobs of Squad 13 because Ukitake was a sick bastard who left his duties to Kaien. His quote reads, "Former lieutenant of Squad 13, his superior set of skills makes him a well-rounded warrior capable of taking over the battlefield. He watches over his fellow with a rich smile."
Right, draw your sword.
Now, upon hearing his voice, I thought he was a Ichigo character. Is Johnny voicing him, or did I mishear him? Maybe he's not voicing him, right? Kaien is yet another character who has something known as current aura state. Yes, besides Haribel, Kaien has aura. He has so much aura that he has all the hoes wet. Kaien will be in a current aura state by landing signature move, tumbling current, or spiritual pressure move Shurei Suha to the opponent. During this state, the number of hits, amount of damage, and guard gauge depletion will increase. Essentially, going into the current aura state will cause Kaien to become stronger, and you can go into this state by hitting the signature move or the spiritual pressure 2 move. This is important because Kaien is not a character that we've seen fight aside from a flashback and Arenero using his likeness when he fought against Rukia. Did I also say that Arenero is not the character and it's Kaien, and Kaien is not a skin for Arenero? Yes, fire. Now, one thing to note is the theme that's playing for Kaien gives off like a very Eastern, like Asian vibe, but at the same time, it's fire. We get a look at Kaien's flash attack, and this flash attack has him doing a 3-hit attack. Kaien lunges his spear upward, then follows by a hit that results in a spin attack above his head, followed by a launch attack. Now, judging by this, it's really hard to say how fast of a character he's going to be, though he's a spear character, and one of the things that he has access to is intercepting his enemies, so I would imagine he's going to be such as a 3 or a 4 when it comes to his speed. They skipped the signature move, but because of the gauge that we got introduced to, we know his signature move is tumbling current, but we don't see it in the trailer. Instead, we're given his spiritual pressure 1 move, Sakanami. Thrust the spear towards the opponent's feet and attack with a rising slash. It's effective to activate as an intercept technique by reading the opponent's attack and making use of the invincibility timing. Likely what this means is when you activate this move at a certain point, let's say if an enemy is getting ready to attack and then you use this, you will get invincibility frames as well as being able to intercept their attack and counter. This move will work as, well, a regular attack for spiritual pressure moves, but if used in the right way, it could be very deadly when fighting against maybe close range fighters and you know the placing of certain attacks. After this, we're given Kaien's spiritual pressure 2 move, Shurei Suha. Activates a rush and slash attack. I gotta say that range is insane. If this move lands on the opponent, Kaien will activate a follow-up attack with water and will be in a current aura state for a certain period. Now, the gauge itself isn't a special gauge that builds up or anything, but the only thing I can tell at currently is that when you use the signature move and you use the other move, you go into this state. Now, of course, it could be that over time, because it does say during this state the number of hits, amount of damage, and guard gauge depletion will increase. Maybe it's a buff. Or maybe I'm overanalyzing and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Maybe it's that. I mean, do we all when we're talking about these characters? Sneak this! But the step in attack, it looks so powerful. I think even this move, if anything, has the capability of catching somebody off guard. If used in a certain way, oh my goodness, you might not be ready for that. Now I wonder, can this attack be countered? Say if you're playing with someone like Noitada, can you use your invincibility or your ability to counter Kaien, or will you be punished? Only time will tell. You're definitely gonna have to practice and play this game. From here, we are given Kaien's awakening. Now, the question was, what would Kaien awaken if he is the character and not Arenero? And after having this for a handful of characters, I don't know why we even question what the awakening could be if they only have a shikai.
I'll protect my friends. Nejibana!
Kaien simply re-releases his shikai nejibana. His abilities are enhanced. There's no big changes in his movement, but easier to maintain current aura state longer. He will stab attack by using his reach like in his normal state. Essentially, what has changed is that he gets stronger, seems like, but you can maintain a current aura state longer, likely to your advantage versus previously. See a combo attack from Kaien and it looks freaking cool. Water powers are some of the lamest powers in anime, and on display here it looks so freaking cool. Like, I want to play with Kaien in this game, but I know he's going to be like a 3-star for sure. We're met with some of the Kiko moves, quick flashes, and then we see what can be one of the final Kiko moves. He make use of the electricity, and then from there, it ends off the trailer with this. Kaien Shiba, Squad 13, flowing action utilized through various techniques. Now, I must admit, I was one of the people who was uncertain if Kaien would get into the game, though in earlier videos, I did talk about how I wanted him to be in the game, so in a way, as we got closer, I was uncertain, but I did want him in the game, and seeing him in the game isn't a surprise, but more so a relief, like, yes, you made it in, awesome. Now, I wonder who is left. Now, we reached that point where there's only 2 more characters realistically before the game comes out, or maybe there's no more characters after Kaien. Now, I just want to let you guys know that next week's trailer is likely going to release at 10 a.m. Japan does not observe daylight savings, which means currently it is 14 hours ahead from the Eastern Standard Time of America. When daylight savings happens, they're only going to be 13 hours ahead, and because of that, the trailers are going to release at 10 a.m. EST. But overall, I thought this trailer was pretty nice. I think Kaien's a cool character, and while there are people, why did they add him? He didn't contribute anything to the story. Again, this is how we know you did not watch Bleach. And if you still think he didn't have an impactful part of the story, he was one of the major reasons why Ganju and the character development happened with him. So give me your thoughts on Makai saying what yo, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.